So yeah, I'm back with another video after weeks of not creating any videos though because I'm busy. And yes, you read the title right. I created a cake in Blender, and yes, actually it's my birthday today, and apparently I just turned 19 and I created this cake for that occasion, so sad to say. And yeah, it's actually available on my Instagram account and my ArtStation. If you haven't known these accounts though, it's in the description box below. You can check it out. You can check out my portfolio and all. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna show you how this render was created, how these renders are created, I guess, and the process of these this cake creation and all that. Anyways, it's gonna be a workflow video, so yeah, it's not gonna be a tutorial video or anything, but I'm hoping that you're gonna learn something from this video. And yeah, so let's hop onto the video. So yeah, we're gonna use Blender 2.93. Back then I was using 2.83. I guess then that was a very good version back then. But yeah, we're using 2.93. So we're gonna add in a cylinder, and I'm just gonna add a cylinder that has multiple vertices for that more geometry kind of, yeah. So yeah, and then I'm just gonna head on to edit mode and then just bring up the mesh a bit on the base of the origin point, and then I added loop cuts on it though by Control R, and yeah, just for more geometry I guess. And I just deleted the top and bottom faces of the cylinder because I wanted to do a grid fill instead, so that I can actually subdivide it properly in the meantime. So yeah, I did it on the top and the bottom. So yeah, and it looks like a very subdivided cube and turned into a cylinder, honestly saying. Anyways, we're gonna inset the bottom face of the cylinder so that I can create the icing and the foam. I don't know what that called. What is that called though? I think it's foam. The innards of the cake, I guess, maybe. I just separated the mesh so that I can have two objects working, you know. And I head on to edit mode on the foam and extrude it, I guess, to create yeah, thickness, I guess. And I applied a subsurf modifier on the icing, and yeah, we're gonna use proportional editing for the creating of the icing. At least it looks like dripping icing, I guess, maybe, and then scale it down for size consistency. So yeah, and I head on to sculpting. Yes, I did sculpting on this cake because why not though? We need to make it lumpy, I guess, though, like the one that I showed you earlier. So I did some sculpting. I went back to the layout because I wanted to shade smooth, and then went back to sculpting and then did some more sculpting to make it more realistic, I guess, though. So I did that and made it more lumpy though for icing of the cake, and I guess it looks good though, not gonna lie though. For a cake it looks good though. And I created a simple scene for now, a temporary scene with a plate. Yes, with a plate, and then I just placed the cake on the top, and I'm gonna create a candle for the cake just like the one that you saw in the, yeah, and what and yeah, I extruded the cylinder for the candle just to create that tip of the candle though that you see in birthday cakes, you know that. And then I just extruded the top face though for that wick of the candle, I guess though. And then just extrude with cursor, and just to make it look like an you know, a wick, I guess though. And then use proportional editing for scaling to make it more, you know, seamless, I guess. And then loop cuts. Why is that? I'm just gonna explain to you in a sec. Here I just rotated the base with proportional editing, and I created this spiral effect on the candle though, so that it looks kinda, yeah, aesthetically beautiful to look at. I created 3 materials for the candle though: the stripe, the wax, and the wick. I just first selected the stripes first for the color stripe, and then the wick, I just selected this part right here and then assigned it though. Then do some simple coloring for now. And yeah, this is my candle though. I just resized it and then placed it on the freaking cake. It's a simple candle for now with subsurf color on it for the wax, and then just tilted it so that it looks like it was misplaced, I guess. And I guess I'm prepared for my first render after I actually did some simple colors and lighting for now. And I did my first render, and actually it looks good though, to be honest. For NPR render, it's good, not gonna lie. It looks amazing to look at though for now. Simple, yeah, I guess. And yeah, so I think that I was lacking something on this cake, so I added some cherries on it by using a UV spear with some proportional editing on it though, so that it looks like an actual cherry, I guess, maybe. And then added a cylinder for it, for the stem of the cherries and all that, with extrude to cursor and all. And then scale it down and then spread it across the cake. I apologize if it's raining outside. Well, it's not. I don't have to apologize because it's what it is intended to, you know. Then I just randomized transform so that it doesn't look like it has the same position, you know, that randomized rotation. And yeah, it looks amazing, to be honest though. It looks random. That's the point of the But there's one problem that I just encountered though. I did not apply the freaking material. So I actually just applied the material to one cherry and duplicated all over again. All over again. It was a tiring process, to be honest. It took a while. And I spread it across the cake again. By the way, there's like 19 cherries on this, representing my age. Yes, I am 19, yeah. And then it looks like this. And the cherries look great though, to be honest though. Simple materials and all that, subsurf and all that. And then I did a second render on this cake. To be honest, it looks good though. Oh, with the cherries, it looks good though. For a simple cake. And I guess maybe I could just do some advanced material creation on the cake and the icing, I guess. So for the foam, I did some displacement. And if you want to know what the nodes are though, here's the node setup for the foam of the cake. And for the icing, it's just a Voronoi texture to overlaid on a noise texture to create that kind of a lumpy kind of a icing. If you want to know the node setup, it's right here also though. You can try it out. So here's what it looks like in preview mode, and I render it in cycles. Yes, this is cycles, obviously. And yeah, it looks like this. To be honest, it's actually look good though. To be fair, it looks good though. The textures look great, I guess, from my perspective. Yeah, it looks great. I kept saying that though, but it's my render though. So I went back to sculpting because I want to like add some icing bits in surrounding the cherries and the candle. So I used Topo on the sculpting, which is a very useful tool to create geometry while you're sculpting and all that. So yeah, I did that after I turned it off the subsurf modifier and went to sculpting and all that. And after I turned on subsurf, it actually lagged. I went back to the backup file of my cake. I made a backup cake file in case it happens like that, and I instead subdivided the mesh and smoothed it out, and it looks like this now after sculpting the surrounding cherries and the candle. And I did another render on it though, so it looks like this now. Minor details, but it's all for all for the render and all that. So I guess I'm prepared to actually do the final scene. So I created a simple scene though. I just created a chopping board and a knife. The knife has a simple material creation with noise texture on the roughness, and yeah, I just placed it right there. And then the wooden chopping board though, it looks like this. And if you want to know the nodes for that, oh, it's right here. So it's not that it's not that hard, to be honest. You can do it by yourself. And yeah, so I did some more modeling on the chopping board, and I did some simple lighting. For now, I use a plane with multiple holes on it though, for that god ray effect later on when I add some volumetrics on it. So yeah, and it's all in the process of finding the right lighting for my scene. I tried so many ways on how this scene is gonna be lit though. I tried putting an HDRI, even though there's a volumetrics simulation going on in the scene, it's not gonna cut it. So that failed, and I tried so many specifications on the lighting and all that. And after many attempts, I found what I needed, what I wanted, and here it is. So it looks moody though, and it's kind of incredible to look at though. I know it's kind of low res a bit because I lowered the sample rating and the resolution to get that quick render for now, because my laptop will lag, I guess. And yeah, apparently I added some more holes on the plane to have more rays, I guess though, and then added a plane for the flame, a cute little flame for the cake and all that. And I guess it's time to render now the final scene of the cake. So I'm gonna show you right about in a moment the final render of my cake. Here it is. It's, I guess, beautiful to me. I love the cake, honestly. It looks great. The scene looks like it is moody though, to be honest, and I love it though for for a birthday cake of mine. It's beautiful, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Criticisms are very much appreciated. If you have criticisms, you can put it down in the comments section. It's very much appreciated, and I hope you learned something from this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, bro.